Hi everyone, hope you're well. This reading is for the Divine Masculine's energy for the new moon in April. At the bottom of the deck we got the Bird card, head over heart. Also it speaks about misfortune. A big wild bird with a big eye who knows what they want. And they got a target. I think he had the bird at the bottom of the deck in the previous reading as well, so those energies can still be playing out. Okay, so the first card, the moon, it can be emotions, reflection, secrets as well, or somebody is feeling blue, because this card is very blue. It's not feeling well emotionally. Next to it there's a woman upside down, which speaks about a woman better to avoid because she may cause trouble or some sort of an inconvenience that might have just happened or is about to happen. This trouble can be connected to his target, to what he wants to achieve or who he wants to reach. This energy can pull him down, or this energy can be I wanted to say destructive, like destroying, but destructive. The Wheel of Fortune, luck financially or in work. The flower is upside down, small obstacle or unfaithfulness. Together with the Consulter, it speaks about no luck in love. And the flower next to the Wheel of Fortune, no success in work. Or there might just be obstacles. Again, obstacles reaching this goal. But it feels like this reading for the Divine Masculine is about money and work, because look at this side. It feels like he wants to improve his finances or work situation, but somebody is not happy about it or is trying to hold him back, maybe try to talk him out of it. But there's an emotional connection with this woman, but she doesn't have her best interest at heart. Maybe they were together and they got emotionally tangled up. But something is definitely moving forward, and they're just unfaithfulness. I feel like it's not unfaithfulness, or maybe the unfaithfulness either from the woman's side or from the man's side, if they were a couple or if they are still a couple, in some ways, that somebody was not faithful, and maybe that's the emotional drag. Yeah, that's why the blue, that's why he feels blue. So he finds out about somebody's unfaithfulness, or it can just be small obstacles. Then they may want different things, or maybe the Divine Masculine wants to move or leave or something, or I don't really know. I don't want to create stories because nothing comes to me naturally at this time relating to this woman. The other thing that I want to say, this is the Divine Feminine, just related to my story. I'm practicing I'm letting go of my Divine Masculine. Again, I don't know if this is the Divine Masculine. To me, it's definitely a soul connection, definitely a special person. I'm not even comfortable calling him a special person because I don't see him that special anymore. It just felt like last week I need to let this go. Like I'm done, it's time to let this go. And the song Letting You Go by Bon Jovi played in my head, so I listened to the song and I cried a little bit, and I wrote a letter to my special person about how I feel and what I want, what I need, and what I don't get out of this, and that it's time to let go, and I want him to let go of my energy as well. And I felt like not very confident about this for a day or two, but somehow my energy level started to rise, and I felt like my power came back. I just have to let this energy go. And again, everything plays out on a soul level because I'm not in touch with him, and we had no communication, no physical contact at all. I just wanted him out so that I can be myself again. I'm practicing let go in a way of every time he comes to me, or I feel that he comes to me, or I think of him, or I feel tempted to think of him, I chase my thoughts away and I start to think of something else, or I distract myself. Yeah, and it's going really well. I'm very disciplined. I also press the button. If you follow my readings, a few times before, around January, February, maybe beginning of March, we had that thing where I kept saying that somebody has to press the button in order to receive, for the Divine Feminine to receive the abundance. And I didn't quite understand like why I keep getting this message of pressing the button and what button. And I referred to this toilet story that somebody needs to flush the toilet so that the water from the water tank can finally fall, symbolically meaning the abundance can finally fall in the lap of the Divine Feminine. And just now I understood, for me it was pressing the unfollow button on Instagram so that I don't see him being with other girls. That was my inspiration to press the button. And when I was like, enough is enough, because I experienced such a soul pain again. He posted in his Instagram stories about a girl, and he drew a heart over the girl, and it caused me such a pain again. I couldn't explain to myself because I barely know him, and I'm kind of supporting him. Yeah, you have to go and live your life, and I trust that he does everything that he thinks he needs to do or is best for him to do. But on a soul level, it's a very different story. And I felt really hurt, and I don't want to experience this pain again. I don't want to accidentally see the stories, because the stories go automatically one after the other. And I'm not a social media savvy person, but I know that some people follow me and like to keep up what I'm up to, what I'm doing. And I like to give back to them, so every now and then I run the Instagram stories. And when he's there, I see his post. And of course, there were times when I purposefully checked his story because I was curious about him. It's very hard for me to see him liking other girls. So I won back my power with not even allowing myself to see what he's up to, because I deserve better. I deserve a better man. I want somebody who is affectionate and who wants to be part of my life and share experiences. And he's not that person, at least not now, not yet. I don't know if it's part of the journey or the journey has finished, the cycle has finished, and there will be somebody else coming in, maybe. Yeah, I will find out. So this woman, if this is the Divine Feminine and you did something similar, or either blocked your counterpart, that can be that his system, his soul needed that shock so that he could move things forward. So if you find out that you block them or you don't follow them anymore, cut out connection. Although I am not completely cut out, because he still follows me and he knows my website anyway, so if he wants, he can reach me. So it can be that's the inspiration, or that's the encouragement for changes in his life. So he might have experienced a soul shock that, oh, the Divine Feminine is not there anymore, and now he has to like speed things up. And what comes to my mind, I work with kids, by the way, and do other things as well, but I always have a part-time either teaching or working in the kindergarten or look after children. And so I know a lot about children's behavior. This really reminds me of the story or the behavior of the kids when, for example, the child and the mom or the carer walk in the park, and the kids are playful, they like to run around, they run away just for fun, they run ahead. And they're comfortable until a certain point, let's say 10 meters. I just made it up, I don't know exactly, but let's just say 10 meters. Within that radius of like mom and the child and the 10 meters between, they don't look back, they just playfully run away, run ahead. But at 10 meters, maybe they start to feel like, oh, I'm out of that safety zone. You know, they start to feel that mom's energy or this vibration is not around. So they start to look back. They see that mom is coming behind them and they continue to run ahead, let's say another 10 meters. And then the 20 meters, now they feel that they're quite far and this is something unknown and strange. So they look back more and more often to check if mom is coming. Okay, so let's imagine that the child turns back and doesn't see mom or the carrier behind them. What do? They start to run back toward her. Yeah, to see if she's there, if she's somewhere around. And this is what I feel is happening here. If the divine feminine let the divine masculine go energetically, yeah, letting the soul contract go, not thinking about it, not caring about it, about him, they may start to chase. If the divine masculine noticed that the divine feminine unfollowed him or blocked him, they cannot reach her, is not around, they may start to panic. They want to come back toward her. I think the divine feminine provided that safety zone, that comfort zone in the life of the divine masculine. So he can do whatever he wants to do. He can play with whoever he wants to play with in that radius. The divine feminine's love, reaches that sort of radius. And they could always come back to her, thinking of her at night or something that brought them comfort and safety. If the divine feminine decides to leave the divine masculine, then that safety net is gone. And he may need this in order to move things forward, or to finally do the work, or get his act together. Okay? Alright, let's come here. Unexpected event. The ring, friendship or marriage, commitment, business agreement, work, connects to work, yeah? And then the fish, money, abundance. The ring and the key together speaks about a new friendship forged, and the ring and the work together speaks about signing of documents. This is about work. Maybe he found a new job, he starts to have a lot of money. The fish is upside down. Originally it's the same meaning as upright, which is money to come, but I feel like upside down is either less money that comes, less than he expected, or less than he expects, or is that he has to pay out from it. Or if he finds a new job in another location, he may have to move, so he has to spend money on moving, and maybe he doesn't find an apartment for a good price, he has to pay more rent, or he may have to wait to receive this money because the first salary comes at the end of the month, or something like that. Definitely money comes to his life through work, and there's a new alignment. As a new contract, he receives an offer from somebody. Victory. He can be in his head a lot because of this. So it's all about the work, it's all about money in his life. It's not about love, it's not about his feelings. Maybe this woman was hesitant before, but now she's ready to give him a chance. A new friendship forged. Friendship at work. If it's not a new work, it can be like a new friendship at work where he works. And this work does not have to be an office environment or a regular job. It's something that he spends a lot of time on. It maybe he wants to be an entrepreneur or working on an independent project. and he seems to be able to find a new partner, and then things start to flow, get back into flow after small obstacles. Maybe he is offering an apology to someone, or he receives an apology from this woman, and they manage to work things out, and they restart this connection, or restart this work project. They had a fallout, and now they are back in business again. Communication as well, here and here. Maybe they were able to talk things out and came to an agreement. Maybe it's not a new friendship, it's a renewed friendship. After the fish card, the next card was sun. I put it here. No, I put it here. I don't know where to place it. The sun, happiness. It doesn't need more explanation, does it? Dreams come true, happiness. And then the ship upside down, journey delayed. And then the coffin, it's time. Otherwise, tragedy or serious illness. And then the newsbringer, cavalier. It can be that somebody's lost someone, and that's the news is about. So it can be an inheritance. That can the money be about. The signing of the documents. Yeah, you have to speak to a lawyer or something. Journey delayed. I feel like it's not delayed anymore. It's just about to happen, or it's just happened. Maybe somebody passed away. Do you know, this can be a lawyer, this person. They managed to work things out, come to an agreement, so that she wins some and he wins some. Or maybe this is a marriage. I don't see breakup here, but it could be something like a settlement. It can be a marriage settlement, dividing assets, and now they finally work things out, and they have to share the money, and he still receives, some money. It's good, but he doesn't receive the full amount. It's half blue and half white. Even if he doesn't receive the money that he wanted, what can bring the happiness is that it's finally over. He doesn't have to deal with this anymore. The bird, yeah, it's like he's thinking, it's like the details again. He's so focused on the details. Maybe he's so focused on the details, the words in the document, especially if it's an official document. It might be him looking into the details in the contract and stuff like that. I feel like this is something that he's been waiting for. And it's finally happening. Sun, look, here's the sun. That's interesting. Alright, I'm gonna leave it at that because nothing else comes to my mind. I'll speak to you next time. Thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.